All right, we are recording in live. These are the skeleton notes for the color wheel project. Quick note here, if you took your images on your cell phone, some of the different ways you can get them off your cell phone is that you can email them to yourself and then download them to the computer. You can also add them to Drive from your phone if you have the Drive app. You can do that as well. You can also add them to Google Classroom and then download them to your computer from Google Classroom. That's kind of a more waste of time. It's better just to email them to yourself. Okay, so once you have all of your images onto your thumb drive, you're going to download the locate and download the color wheel PNG, color wheel 3 PNG, Google Classroom, under the Cement Picture Color Wheel project. Yesterday I sent out an announcement. It'll be in there. You're going to download that to your thumb drive. If it's on your thumb drive, you can literally go to any computer in the room and use it. And then if you want to be kind, you can just put it onto the desktop, so the next person that comes along, it'll be on the computer for them. All right, so this is essentially what you see on the screen here is what you're going to be creating. There'll be some text in here. It's all black, though, so you can't see it on here. All right, the next step. Once downloaded, open up the PNG and all 12 of your color images in Photoshop Creative Cloud. You're going to take 12 images. Those images should include red, red-orange, orange, yellow-orange, yellow, yellow-green, green, blue-green, blue, blue-violet, violet, and red-violet. So open up Photoshop. Again, if you don't know how to do that, you're going to go to the Finder, you're going to go to Applications, and you will find Photoshop in the Adobe Suite here. Let's see here. There it is. Adobe Photoshop Creative Cloud 2015. You all should know how to do that at this point. Okay, this is the PNG. It is essentially just the black words. There is no background here. If I'm going to hit Command J here really fast to make a duplicate copy. Oops, wrong one. Make sure it says Photoshop at the top. Command J. So I have a duplicate copy down here now. I'm going to turn that background off. I can actually go in it and I will only move the words and stuff. There is no background. We're going to be putting in our pictures essentially inside of these little pies.
Yeah, no, I like working with transparent items. It gives
Yeah.
more options.
Okay, next you're going to open up all 12 of your images. I've already put mine into a folder on my desktop, so I'm going to go to File, Open. And I skipped these steps because we've done these several times now. You should understand how to do these in your skeleton notes. So on the desktop, I have color wheel pics right there, and I have all 12 of my images plus my PNG, I think. Nope, just the images. All right, then we'll click Open, and it's going to open up all the images at the top here. Okay. And then to get back to my color wheel, I'm going to hit this double arrow over here, and it'll take me back to my template here. I'm going to start right at the top with blue. This is the neck of a peacock. All right. You're going to pull one image over to the PNG and align the image up with the proper color. So I did myself a favor and actually labeled these so it'll be nice and easy for me. So I'm simply going to use the Move tool, which is this arrow up here. I'm going to grab it and drag it over to the color wheel and then drop it. It's a little small, so I'm going to make it bigger.
Do we also have to crop it a bit?
I'm going to show you what you're going to do. Okay. I'm going to put it where the blue is. Right now, this layer is on top of the PNG template, so I'm just going to move it below it. Okay, now it is behind it. See how it's behind it now? Now I can move it to where I want it positioned. So I kind of like it like that. So it covers this whole pie. I want to make sure it covers that whole thing. Once you've done that, make sure the image layer is below the PNG, as I just demonstrated. Using the magic wand, select the area you want to place the image on the PNG layer. So I'm going to switch to the PNG layer, which is layer 0. I'm going to go over here to the magic wand. So it's this one right here. It may look like a paintbrush with dots around it. That's actually not the magic wand. You're going to right click and you're going to turn on the magic wand tool. See it right there? So you're going to switch it from the quick selection tool to the magic wand tool. Okay? And then, since I'm on the PNG layer, I'm simply going to click in this box. See how it instantly selects in marching ants the area that I want to use, right? And this is where it gets a little confusing, so pay close attention here. Next, select from the toolbar the Select Inverse. So at the top here, we have our toolbar. We're going to go to Select Inverse. And now you'll notice that the marching ants are actually around the whole box now. Okay? This is important. Number 7, this is important. Now in the layers panel, select the image layer of the color you are working on and hit delete. So I'm going to go back here to layer 1 and I'm going to hit delete. And it's going to remove everything but what I want left in the pie.
Yeah, that's the inverse does.
That's what the inverse does, exactly. Number 8, hit Command D, deselect the layer, and repeat this process for the rest of your 11 images. So Command D. So we're going to do that really fast here. Okay, so I'm done with blue. I can exit out of that one. And now I got blue-green. I'm going to use the move tool. I'm going to pull it over, and I'll do this as fast as I can. And we have blue-green. And I'm going to resize it to fit my box. And then I'm going to come over here to the layer. I'm going to use the magic wand. I'm going to click. I'm going to go to select inverse. Go back to my layer 2. Delete. Command D to deselect. Blue violet. This is a flower I took at a desert garden. And let's see, blue violet is right here. And for this one, I'm going to rotate it because I really want to get that nice grain going in there, like that. All right, then I'm going to go back to the PNG layer. Oh, got to lock it in. PNG layer, magic wand, select, inverse, delete. Oh, if that happens, Command Z to step backwards. I just simply forgot to go to layer 3. Delete, Command D to deselect. On to the next one. Green. This was a big fish, by the way. He was about 3 feet long. No, carp, I believe. This was out in Estrella. Yes. Back to this layer. Magic wand. Okay, oh, I need to Command D, make this a little bigger. See how I got a little spot right there I'm missing? So I'm just going to simply just move it over a little bit. Oh, no, we're good. I was in the wrong one. Sorry, my bad. Select inverse. Delete. Command D to deselect. Done with green, moving on to orange. We used to have a teacher here who actually made this guitar. We did a photo shoot for him because he wanted to advertise his skills. So that was kind of cool. And that was orange, right? Oop. By holding down the shift key, I can drag this down and I'll keep my proportions. Then I'm going to rotate it. Put it in just like that. Enter. Using the magic wand tool. Oop. Make sure you're on the PNG layer. And then select inverse. Go back to your layer 5. Delete. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna go on to the next step, and we can fill these in just a moment. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to add all 12 of your images on there just like I did. Any questions on that? Okay, number 9, once you've done that, add your name to the inner circle and label it like this. Your first and last name, color circle. So for example, Han Solo color circle. So you're going to come over here to the text tool. I really don't care about the style of text that you use. Some of you have really long names, so you're going to have to make it a little bit smaller. You can have a little fun with this. I'll just give you a carte blanche to whatever you want to do. But you want to make sure it fits within the constraints of the circle. Okay, so Han, Solo, color wheel. And then once I have that information in there, I'm going to center it so I know, make sure it fits. I'm going to change the color. And I'm going to go with a nice, let's go with a nice green. One that matches something on my color wheel. And then I'm going to change the font size a little bit so it fits inside of it. Using the move tool. And then see that little purple line shows up that tells me it's perfectly centered. And then just to have a little fun with it, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add a drop shadow to it. You do not have to do this. I just like to do this kind of stuff. And I'm going to use red because that's the contrasting color or complementary color. Click OK. So it pops nicely there. Number 10. Next, hit Command S. And when the Save As dialog box appears, change the name of the file to your first and last name and color wheel. So Command S. I should get the Save As dialog box. Save As. I'll make it a little smaller so it fits on our screen for you guys. All right, I'm going to change the name to Han Solo. Color wheel. Solar. Han Solar. Color wheel. Change the format to JPEG, correct? So right here it says format, JPEG.
Or else you're just wasting space.
Yes, question.
So it's fine to have spaces in the...
You can have spaces here if you want. You don't have to. Here, I'll take them out.
What was number 6?
Remember, letters, numbers, and spaces is the only thing you can have in the title. If you put any special characters in there, you'll get some sort of error message saying it won't save, and you have to go back and redo it. Number 11, change the format to JPEG and make sure you save it to your thumb drive. Once you've done that, turn your project into Google Classroom. And that's already in there. You should have got it. Oh, no, I didn't put it in there. I'm going to add this video to it. You'll be able to add it in just a few minutes once I process this video. All right, then you hit save. I'm going to save it to my hard drive. And then when this pops up, make sure you put in quality 12. So I don't have that on your skeleton notes, so write that in if you can't remember. Quality 12 for the JPEG options, and then click OK.
Okay, so what do we change the format to?
JPEG.
Where's number 6?
All right, 1 second here, folks. We're going to reduce this.